Starting a business is officially on easy mode for the first time in history. No longer do you need a fancy degree or a lot of capital to start a business. And the reason's simple. The tools that are accessible and the information available to start and scale a business is endless. And you can see the effects of this all over the internet. Dozens of young people are starting and scaling successful businesses of their own, earning millions of dollars every single year. So in this video, whether you're selling products or services or just have a side hustle, I'm gonna share with you why exactly business is on easy mode and how you can scale your business so fast it'll feel like cheating. Business has changed drastically. I mean, 15 years ago, it cost a lot more to start a business, whether you're starting like a retail location. There's a lot of big retail companies out there. You had to buy the product, you had to get the retail space, and marketing was a totally different thing back in the day. Let's call it 15 years ago, where it was about who you knew, and marketing was a lot more expensive because the opportunities to market were significantly different. But things have shifted drastically, and despite the opportunity that's out there, many still struggle to start and scale their business, whether it's fear of failure or they don't have that risk tolerance to actually go out and put everything on the line to start their business. They deal with a lot of shiny object syndrome. I see this a ton where they're bouncing from thing to thing to thing. Oh, this trend seems cool. This trend seems cool. This trend seems cool. And they can't actually stick to something. Or frankly, they're just impatient and they think that they can successfully start a business in one day and all of a sudden be a successful business owner. Guys, business is easier than ever right now. And why it's easier is because one, reach is crazy. There's so many opportunities to market to hundreds of thousands, even millions of people online. And oftentimes this is free for you. Secondly, everything is online. There's an extreme low barrier of entry to enter into business when consumers and the ability to reach new consumers is massive when so many consumers are in fact going online to do business. There are so many skill sets being sold on the internet right now that it doesn't matter who you know, it's about what you know and how you can leverage those skill sets to market and reach the consumers that want what you have. Also, guys, there's a crazy amount of resources online. Think about YouTube University. There's plenty of courses out there, and there's freelance websites that literally push you and your business out there to get sold to consumers. And another reason is there is so many ways to make money. Before, we had a limited amount to make money before the internet, and now there are so many ways that you can monetize your knowledge, monetize your skill set in marketing, whatever it could be, whether it's copywriting, starting a marketing agency, doing something in e-com, Etsy, freelance, VA work. There are so many opportunities to make money online from the comfort of your home. And lastly, with the emergence and growth of AI, this has become the best business partner for people wanting to grow and scale their business. Not only with ChatGPT, there are so many tools and ways that you can leverage AI to then implement inside of your business to be that business partner and help you grow and scale. So with all of that being said, I'm sure you're curious, how can I actually grow and scale my business? How can I actually get my business off of the ground? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through a 5-part framework that will be extremely helpful for you to learn and take advantage of. Maybe you're in a service-based business, good for you. And then 3, it's what I know best, was able to scale our service-based business to multiple 7 figures. And I'm currently scaling our current business to multiple 7 figures, at multiple 7 figures and continuing to grow. So it's what I know really well. So the first part of the framework that I want to teach you is all things offer. When it comes to offer, what I see a lot is people will just like market a skill set, or they'll say, oh, I do everything for everybody. And the problem with this is if you market to everybody, you are going to market to nobody. So one of the best things that we've done inside of our business and what we teach the businesses that work with us is to come up with a killer offer that we can productize, that we can eventually delegate, that's really marketable, that's positioned really nicely in the market, that's profitable and gets our clients to a specific outcome. So if you're a service-based business, let's just call it a marketing agency, what we want to figure out is who is it that we're talking to? Who is our ideal customer? What are the pain points, which is likely going to be leads, sales, profitability. Getting views isn't necessarily a pain, but not getting views that lead to clients could be a pain. And then what we want to figure out is the outcome that this ideal avatar wants. Obviously, it's going to be more money, et cetera, et cetera. And all we need to figure out when it comes to our offer is we just need to figure out what are these steps to get my clients from where they are to where they want to go. And that becomes our steps to desired outcome, which becomes our offer. And now when we're marketing ourselves, no longer are we saying, oh, we're a copywriter, email designer, SEO specialist, I can do anything that you want. You can market your outcomes. We help online coaches get 5 new leads every single week using our AI authority funnel. And that allows us to position ourselves really strongly in the marketplace. And while it's becoming easier and easier to grow your business online, get business online, it's also becoming more competitive. So it's imperative that you stand out and that you have an offer that is positioned to an ideal customer that really stands stands out to them. The more specific you can be and the more that you can speak to the pain points and the outcomes, the more that you'll be able to drive in your ideal clients, and you'll be able to productize your way of getting your clients from where they are to where you want to go. And then all you really need to do is productize the steps of how you get your clients from the pain to the outcome, and then we build from there. You might also need to learn more skills in order to come up with a really strong offer. You might have a skill set in copywriting, but maybe you want to work with a specific avatar and you figure out that they have these pain points and they want these outcomes, and it will require a new skill set. That's okay. This is where you need to refine your offer that's going to get your clients results, because if you have a really strong offer and you're getting clients results, that's what will actually be able to sustain your business. So the second thing after the offer is lead gen. So what I see a lot of people do when they're growing and scaling their business is they focus so much on, oh, I need to build this great website. I need to do all of these things. I need to get my Instagram dialed in. I need to get my landing pages dialed in. The problem with refining your Instagram and dialing in your systems is honestly, you're wasting time. That's not actually going to be a revenue generating activity at the point of you growing and scaling your business. What we really need to focus on is lead gen, clients. And once we get our clients, then we build the system from that. So from a lead gen perspective, what I'm going to share with you is just 3 quick ways that you can generate revenue for your business, especially when you're starting off. First things first is what we call the momentum campaign. You likely have an iPhone. You likely have contacts in your phone. You likely maybe know some business owners. You have an Instagram, maybe a LinkedIn. We can leverage our sphere of influence and do what we call a momentum campaign. A momentum campaign is simply doing a public and a private announcement of what it is that you're building. So let's just say I'm building that offer. Maybe it's a copywriting offer. Cool. I'm going to do a public announcement of what I'm doing. Hey, big news. We're launching this offer to really help online coaches get more clients using our copywriting frameworks, whatever it could be. If you are an online coach, or if you know any of online coaches that are looking to also grow their business, we're giving a special offer for the first 10 people that opt in to test drive this offer. If that's you, DM me. Comment. So we do like direct call to actions, basically direct posts, 5 of those within 2 weeks. And that drums up quick cash within your sphere of influence. That's a public way to do it. That's Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. We have to shamelessly promote ourselves and get quick cash that way. The other side of that is the do private reach outs. So go to your phone. Who do you know? Who do you have in your contacts? Who do you have in your Instagram followers? Who are you following? Who can you quickly DM to get some intros and start to get some quick wins in your business so that you can start to build that momentum? And the second way to easily drum up new business is going to be running ads. The beauty about ads is basically you can reach as many people as you want, depending on your tolerance for spend and how much money that you need to spend. What we like to do from like a service-based business is we like to use engagement ads, and we have basically a call to action to DM me a specific keyword if they want a specific outcome, and then we're able to have a conversation inside of people's DMs. The third way to quickly get leads is to do cold outbound. What I love about cold outbound is everybody is on email. A lot of decision makers use email, and we have the ability to reach thousands and thousands of people and directly go into our specific targeted audience in their inbox using cold email. If you can leverage that, if you can scale from a volume perspective, you will also have success in getting leads. So after the lead gen, we have the systems and fulfillment. So at this point, you have a really dialed in offer. Maybe you've gotten your clients. Now it's time to refine the systems and fulfillment. What I see a lot of people do when they start to get the clients is everything is a complete mess. They throw everything up. I'm overwhelmed. I'm burnt out because they haven't been able to dial in their systems and their fulfillment. When I say systems, I mean everything from a sales system. What are you saying on the sales call, to a system of fulfillment, to a system of client success. All things that pertain to fulfilling should have a system attached to it. Because the reality is when you're growing your business, we need to realize that systems run the business, people run the systems. Business is just simply a system. And if we can take ourselves out of it and we can build the systems that will allow us to do really well for these leads that we're getting, then we will have that business engine that we can say, cool, we know how to get leads, we know how to plug them into our system, and we know how to fulfill really well. Now it just becomes a circulating basically motion where we get new leads, we put them through our fulfillment system, rinse and repeat. Where I see so many businesses fail is they lack the systems, they get overwhelmed, and they cap themselves at a very low revenue level because they can't scale, because they don't have the systems or infrastructure to actually scale. But in order to build your systems, you need to make sure that you have a client, you need to make sure you have a productized service and offer, which we talked about, and you need to make sure that you are building your systems as you are fulfilling, and you are building your business with the idea that I'm going to scale beyond myself, I'm going to plug people in to work these systems, and it's not just going to be me working all the time, because there is a better way. The next core thing that I want to focus on for you guys is building a brand. So in today's day and age, unfortunately, with so many ads getting exposed to thousands and thousands of ads every single day, we are in that trust recession. And the problem with this trust recession is that people are a lot more skeptical when they're seeing ads, a lot more skeptical when they're getting this cold email, a lot more skeptical when people are reaching out to them. And this leads to lead gen not working as effectively. So what we need to do is we need to scale trust. We need to build trust with our audience. And the easiest way to build trust with our audience is to build our brand. So for us, that means posting consistently on YouTube, adding value to people so that when I'm doing my outbound, so that when I'm doing my ads, so that when I'm doing my reach outs, when they go to my profile, when they check out my brand, they think, wow, this person's trustworthy. This person knows what they're talking about. They're giving me value, and they see the value and how you can add value to them. So it's important in today's day and age to be building brand because that creates trust and that will increase your conversions as well as provide the opportunity to have more organic sales. So the last thing that I really want to hit on is team. So I see so many people when they start their business, they get wrapped up in this trap of basically doing everything themselves. The problem with this is we probably started our business to have a business and to create more freedom, not to have a job. I see so many people who start a business but end up just basically being a glorified freelancer because they're unable to build up people and they're unable to put people in place to help them buy back their time and grow their business. If you're building, as you're scaling, as you're getting more revenue, you're building systems that a way to do what you're doing because you're the subject matter expert and you're the owner of the company inside of your business in the form of systems and standard operating procedures. All we have to do is we need to plug people and train them on those systems so that you can buy back your time, have time freedom, and grow a business without basically just creating a job for yourself. And there are so many easy ways to build a team when it comes to finding the right candidate, creating what we call a talent acquisition funnel. And there are so many different resources online and people irking and yearning to work for your company, likely in a skill set that you're doing for the client. So one thing I do want to go deeper on is the point on lead gen, because I know a lot of you likely are wanting to get your first few clients and wanting to create a predictable way to get new clients. One way that I really like to get new clients is using cold email outbound. So basically cold email is the ability to message the masses and send them an email with your offer to get them to respond. And then from there, you set an appointment. And cold email is extremely effective because it's scalable. It's based off of how many businesses have an owner with an email. It's a lot of freaking people. And if your total addressable market is significantly large, your ability to get in front of people is going to be fairly easy because there's likely going to be a lot of people that you can then reach out to. But what we need to make sure is we need to make sure that we're doing cold email correctly in order to actually get results. That's why I like using instantly.ai to do this. So simply what I can do inside of Instantly is I can manage everything basically A to Z. So when I log into my account, I can simply find everybody that I want to contact. So let's just say I want to find people who are C-level people. If I look at like domains, let's just say I work in like heating or something like that, then I can find a list of basically 107,000 people who are C-level management level relating to a lookalike domain, which could be a past client of yours or a current client of yours, and then use these as people that I can literally email. Not only that, is I can set up multiple campaigns inside of Instantly, and I can create my campaign literally in 2 clicks. All I need to do is add the leads from Lead Finder, add them into my campaign, and I can write the sequences. When it comes to copy, I can use basically the hundreds of templates that they provide for me. I can actually have AI literally write all of my sequences for me, or I can do it manual myself. And when I launch it, all I need to do is select the accounts that I want to send from, make sure I'm actually optimizing this to actually land in the inbox of the customers. And then it's easy to manage because everything goes to the Unibox. And they have AI and automation tools that allows me to prioritize the responses that I need to make and manage the leads. Finally, I have all of the analytics that I can see based off of the performance of how the campaign is doing, so I can make adjustments as needed. So if you're wanting to use cold outbound instantly, is a no-brainer. They have the Lead Finder where you can get a list of millions of verified leads. They have the campaigns, which are super easy to create and can help you basically write your email using AI. And they have the Unibox and CRM and basically all of the things that you need in order to stay organized when you do launch your campaigns. So if you are starting your business, this is pretty much all you really need to get started. It only costs a couple $100 a month. And again, it completely automates all of your outreach. So after watching this, no matter if you've already started or you're just starting your business, I hope this sparks some inspiration for you to go crush it in your business endeavors. But one thing about cold email is when you start to send cold emails, you're going to get responses from people saying like, hey, can I get more information on this? And if you're unsure on what to say, you could risk losing that prospect and not being able to turn that into an appointment and turn it into a closed deal. That's why in the next video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to answer the prospects when they reply to you, how to carry the conversation, and how to turn that conversation into an appointment and ultimately a closed deal for you. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.